to this thing, but what did you think of the broadcast tonight on Amazon with Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit when Herbstreit basically said, hey, why don't the 49ers approach Jimmy Garoppolo with, Herbstreit was just asking the question, not if Trey is not the future, obviously he is, but is he ready? He actually said at one point, is he ready? And then he kind of threw out the idea of some form of a restructure involving Garoppolo that would keep him on the roster. I don't know. I mean, we've heard so many things. The Niners have made it perfectly clear that they're not going in that direction. But at the same time, Jed's made it clear that if they have to, they will go in that direction. They will take on the contract or keep the contract. What's your feeling on Garoppolo? Is it like for sure they're going to say goodbye? Is there anything that could have happened tonight that would have changed that short of an injury, or is he literally there for insurance? What's your read?
I think just like you said, if there's an injury that unfortunately happens, maybe that changes things. But barring that, he's gone, I think. And I think that's the best thing for both sides at this point. He hasn't been with the team during meetings. He hasn't been practicing with the team. He hasn't been traveling with the team. And as much experience as he's had with a lot of these guys over the last 5 years, this is an entirely new group as a whole in 2022. And I just don't see how you can insert somebody right before the start of the season and expect that to be such a, drastic improvement over where, Trey Lance might have some growing pains. And in terms of the growing pains, that had to have been something that factored into the decision that the 49ers made when they moved up to get him. I think Kyle Shanahan knew very well that there would be some bumps in the road with a younger quarterback. And I think it got to a point where he was like, I can either continue with Jimmy Garoppolo, we keep getting to the cusp, but we don't get across the finish line, and we could ride out this really good roster we have and then blow it all up and reset with a young quarterback 3 or 4 years down the road. Or he could do what he ended up doing, which is you take the young quarterback while you have the strong roster, which allows you to kind of take those lumps as you're getting that, young quarterback used to the NFL and acclimated to the reps as the quarterback one. I just think that this is something where fans have to temper their expectations, Larry, and they have to understand that not every week is going to be perfect from Trey Lance. There's going to be ebbs and flows during the game where he might look really good on one drive, and there might be a couple where he's not looking as polished as some people may be expecting right away. And you just have to remember, he's 22 years old, and this is his first full season starting in the NFL. It's going to look like this quite a bit. So it's almost like a blessing in a way, because I think it really tempered the expectations that people had after, that first game against Green Bay. He comes out and he throws his bomb to Danny Gray, and people are all of a sudden, thinking that this is going to be like this every week. And I think that this is much more in line with what we're going to see on a regular basis, just him kind of working things out and having those growing pains on the go.